How's it, everyone, and welcome to this virtual open house for unit number 30 in Building 4 at the Waiau Garden Villa neighborhood. Address is 981379 Koaheahe Place, Unit 30. Today we're going to be touring this 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo located right in the heart of Pearl City. I'll be covering a bunch of information using different technologies to walk through the property virtually, as well as showcase the overall island and the surrounding neighborhood. My goal, as always, is to get you excited about this condo and hopefully encourage you to go see it in person. But before we get started, I just want to go over a couple of ground rules in case there are any newbies here who haven't seen one of my virtual open houses before. First and foremost, I'd just like to apologize up front for not introducing myself. This virtual open house is being recorded under the Honolulu Board of Realtors MLS rules, so I am not allowed to identify myself during this broadcast. However, being the listing agent for this property, I'm still going to give you a comprehensive tour, just as if we were walking through the condo together. Also, you might have questions as we move through the property. Unfortunately, again, I'm unable to respond to comments directly because of these same rules, so please direct any questions or comments to your favorite real estate agent. They'll be able to get those answers for you, as well as set up a physical private showing if you'd like to see it in person. With all that said, let's jump into the virtual tour for Waiau Garden Villa. Starting out inside the townhouse, and I'll walk you through our virtual tour platform, which you can use yourself by accessing the listing website or using the virtual tour link on your favorite real estate portal. I'm just navigating the tour using my mouse and keyboard, and you should be able to do the same. One quick disclaimer before we get started is that all this information is provided by various third-party sources, so please do your own due diligence and verify all this information before making any purchase decisions. With that out of the way, though, you'll see that we flew into the entry and are facing the living room just as if you walked in the front door. This unit is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhome, and we are currently on the ground floor of a 2-story walk-up building. So to give you a better overall idea of layout, let's jump out of the condo, or let's jump out of this view and take a look at the overhead floor plan. So as you can see from right to left, from the screen on the right to the left, the condo is basically just a long rectangle with the foyer entry and kitchen in the upper right of your screen. And then that leads to the living room to the left of that. There is a small lanai and yard space off of the living room, which I'll highlight once we jump back in and walk through the property. On the bottom is the 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, including the main suite along the left, with a full-size washer dryer in the hallway between. But let's jump back into that living room. And we will, let me get this back on this side, jump back into the living room, and start off where we just were. It's a spacious room with wall-to-wall carpet throughout, spinning right, and you can notice a small chandelier in the ceiling, which would be, just designate a great place for a dining table. I'll take a step towards the lanai and point out that this room does have a window AC installed. Taking a few more steps forward and out the lanai, not much of a view, but you do have this nice fence for privacy, as well as this small enclosed yard here on the left. You'll notice here as we spin back to the right, we do butt up against the parking lot. So that's actually a nice feature for these townhomes because you don't have anybody directly behind you. You have a lot of space between you and your neighbor in the rear. Spinning around a little bit more, there's just one more thing to point out here on the lanai, and that would be the storage out here. Heading back in, and we'll walk towards the kitchen. From this view, you can see the front door here on the right, as well as the hallway that we'll walk down, and that leads to the bedrooms on the right of your screen. Taking a couple steps into the kitchen, and you'll notice pretty standard kitchen, nice and clean, with white appliances and a microwave in the corner over here. Taking one more step so you can see the shape of the kitchen, and also it'll showcase this little closet here on next to the front door. We'll take a step out, start down the hallway, and here on our left, our first stop is going to showcase the second bedroom and guest bathroom. We'll take a step into the bedroom first and show you the closet here on the left, along with nice natural light coming in from the windows. Take a step back out in the hallway, point out there's a little linen closet here as well at the end of the hallway, but I'll take a step back forward. And we'll walk into the guest bath. You can see the camera here in the reflection, but otherwise the same finishes basically as the kitchen. You can see the cabinets match, and then the tub surround and sink also match as well. This bathroom does feature a tub shower. Both bathrooms actually feature tub showers here. Okay, spinning back around. I just want to, as we head towards the main suite, want to point out this closet here. This is the washer and dryer closet, and let's switch over to the listing website, and I'll show you this. So this is what the washer and dryer look like from the hallway. It's a full-size washer and dryer. Back in the Matterport tour, we're going down the hallway and into the main suite. The ensuite bath will be the first stop here on the left. Again, same finishes, as the kitchen and as the other bathroom, with a matching sink and tub surround as well. Then finally, last stop is going to be into the main bedroom. You can see again a lot of natural light. And if I spin around, you can see the master suite closet attached here. And then also again, just pointing out the little linen closet there at the end of the hallway. Other than that, I just to go over it again. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's a single floor townhome. So no stairs, and you're looking at a little over 900 square feet of living space inside. Let's jump back into that listing website, and so I can show you a couple more photos while we're here. And we'll cycle to the front door. This unit is tucked away with only one neighbor on the same level, so and they're to the right, so they won't pass by your unit to enter theirs, which is a nice little privacy feature. The next photo is the building itself, and again, you can see 2 units up on the top, up here, and then 2 on the bottom over here. So this is the unit itself. Unit number 30 is right here, just so you have a reference of where we are. Next is the parking stall. So the parking stall, number 82 right here. And this is actually the unit itself. So the back of the unit overlooks this parking stall. And one nice thing about this particular parking space is that you don't have a neighbor over here on your left. So you only have one neighbor. Most stalls have one on each side. This one only has one car that parks next to you. Okay, next we'll do the amenities for Waiau Garden Villa. So it has barbecue pit. This vinyl fence encloses the swimming pool, which I'll show you in a bit. This is the recreation pavilion. Obviously, right now, everything is all stacked away just because of the pandemic, but otherwise a nice outdoor space to use. You can also see the pool here, like I pointed out earlier, and we'll show you one more view of that. This is the pool view from the recreation room. All of these amenities are located nearby the manager's office, and it's just a little short walk down Koaheahe Place to get you there. So I also want to give you some information about the neighborhood. So let's jump into Google Earth next, and I'll highlight some of the areas. I'll show you some of the highlights around the area. So starting zoomed way out here. And I'll give those who are not so familiar with our island, I'm just going to quickly go over a couple of highlights here on the overall island. So stick with me, obviously, if you already know all this. Our island, Oahu, is basically a parallelogram with the four main shores, north, south, east, and west. The south shore is the densest on the island, with the most residents living along the entire coastline. In the middle of the south shore is the airport, which you can see right here. And that basically divides the south shore in half between the west side, which has neighborhoods like, Kapolei and Eva Beach, and what we call town side here on the right. Pearl City and the Waiau Garden Villa neighborhood is located just north of the airport. Technically, it's a part of the Leeward district on Oahu, but some people call it Central Oahu just because, it's on the way to places like Mililani and Wahiawa. But technically a part of the Leeward district, especially if you're considering what schools you're going to be going to. But either way, centrally located, and the H1 freeway provides access to the entire island, both west and east, and even north when you get onto H2. So you have access to the entire island from this location. Okay, switching out landmarks and zooming in a little further, I'm going to show off some of the highlights around around the neighborhood here. You can still see Waiau Garden Villa here in the upper portion of your screen. We have a couple of grocery store options. So you have Times Supermarket, which is probably going to be the closest one. But you also have Pro Ridge that has Down to Earth, and as well as Don Quixote, which is also closely nearby. Pro Ridge is also going to be home to the closest medical center, which is Palimomi over here. You also have access to Pro Country Club, which is going to be your closest 18-hole golf course. And of course, this view also shows the proximity to Pearl Harbor Naval Base and Aloha Stadium as well. Okay, closing these and getting a little bit, even a little bit more zoomed into Waiau Garden here. This view brings up kind of more landmarks within the neighborhood itself. So first, highlighting the public schools that service this address. So that includes Waiau Elementary, which is very close by. You have Highlands Intermediate School over here, and Pearl City High School up at the top of Pearl City. There is a small public park, which is called Waiau Gardens Park, right up the street from you. So Waiau Garden Villa unit number 30 is right here. Your parking space is basically right here. Let me get in zoomed a little closer so you can see. And so you would just walk out the little parking lot. You go up to the Waiau Gardens Park, or this view also highlights where the rec center is. So this was the pool and the recreation room that I highlighted before. So moral of the story, though, is everything that, whether it's these amenities here or zoomed out to, some of the grocery stores and other things close by in the neighborhood, everything is close by and makes it a very central location, especially, obviously with the access to the freeway in both directions so close as well. If you did want to go and visit when you are visiting in person, definitely take a walk down Koaheahe Place and check out the pool over here. Of course, all the information I've covered today is available using the virtual tour link in your favorite real estate listing portal. There you'll find the 360 tour that we just used. You'll be able to review or share this very open house video, check out the floor plan of the entire unit, and view all of the listing photos in high resolution. It's all laid out on one page for your convenience, and again can be found using the virtual tour link on the listing. But in conclusion, I hope that was helpful and gave you a good feel for the property overall. If you'd like even more information or to schedule a private showing, hit up your favorite real estate agent, and I'm sure they'd be more than happy to give you a virtual or physical tour of the property themselves. Otherwise, that's going to do it for me today. It's been my pleasure to bring you this virtual open house for Waiau Garden Villa. Have a great day, everybody. Please stay safe, and aloha.